How is everybody doing today? Today we're going to talk about one of my favorite modern franchises. And we're talking about the third movie in that franchise, and that is Maxxxine. Jack-o'-lantern fucking laughing at me as I walk by. Couple calls me mocking, make me nervous, I'm about to die. Do another beat, put it down, get my clock to rise. I'ma be a fantasies you can despise. I was so hyped for this movie. This was one of the number one movies that I wanted to see this year. Unfortunately, it did not completely live up to the hype for me. Both Pearl and X can stand on their own merits. This almost feels like the middle film. And in fact, I probably would have been happier if they would have released X, then Maxxxine, and then Pearl. But what you really have are two giants standing beside a really good film. Maxxxine is a really good film. It just doesn't have the same impact that X or Pearl had. It starts with a very well-written story that goes along and ties itself into the Night Stalker in California. But then there's a twist. The twist was not good, in my humble opinion. I still think that this is one of the best horror trilogies ever made. Maxxxine is a fantastic movie, a very well-made movie, a very well-acted movie, with a very good story until the twist. It was really the twist. Even without the twist, in X, what you have is pure, unadulterated brutality and carnage, making it a very impressive slasher film. And with Pearl, you have this in-depth look at a character whose mask is slowly cracking and showing herself, her true self, to the loved ones around her. And she's devolving into the psychopath that she really is. All of that culminates into one of the most fantastic monologues that a villain has ever given. And just that final chase sequence just sticks with you. And then you have Maxxxine. You have a look at a character that's trying to overcome what has happened to them. And there's very little brutality compared to X. And there's very little delving into the psychosis of a character. You're more seeing a person that has basically accepted who they are, what they are, and are fighting for what they want. Which is great. It's actually very good. But then all of a sudden you have this ending, this twist that comes out of nowhere and ends in a very goofy way. I don't want to give away too much if you haven't seen Maxxxine, but the ending really brings this movie down to a much lesser level than the other two. The other two are almost masterpieces. But this movie does not take away from what Ty West and Mia Goth have created with this trilogy. It is still a fantastic trilogy that I recommend to anyone who is interested in the horror genre. But I'm going to stick to my all-new grading system with buy, rent, or sell. And this is a definite buy. I recommend this movie to everybody, but I would encourage the watch order to this trilogy to actually be X, then Maxxxine, and then Pearl. Anyway, y'all have a good night, and I'll see you next time.